Welcome back to some more Dwarf Fortress with the latest diplomacy update, and we've actually just had our messenger return. Bear Lolver messenger has returned in the late summer of 101. A strengthening of trade ties proposed by the Quake of Romancing was accepted by the Lancer of Feeling at Orange Boots. That's the name of the Orange Boots, is the name of the Dwarven Hillock, I believe, that we sent our messenger to. That's closest to our own fortress. The dwarf bear letter lines of the Quake of Romancing met with the dwarf Ast Earthshot, mayor of the Cloister of Dignity, representing the Lancer of Healing. To improve trade relations, Bear letter lines began to negotiate persuasively. Ast Earthshot made a persuasive argument, but was ultimately swayed. The proposal was a great success. So another great job from our messenger. Let's take a quick look at them. They are now sporting a nice copper mace shirt and also has water skin and backpack with some rations. For the way, social skills, I guess they didn't get any levels, but probably gained some experience from that. Yeah, we are rebuilding a wall out of reinforced base of blocks, reinforced with lead actually. We are a little bit short on blocks. We can make some soap now. It would make sense to also have a hospital. So let's put down a few beds and a chest and some tables as well, and we could also order a traction bench, and we shall make this onto a hospital. I guess it's going to be an office and a hospital, the Inky House. How about something else? Secretive Sanctuary. Why would it be secretive? Is there like just a hell healing? The Healing Sanctuary Ikal Rovol. That's a more fitting name for a hospital, I think, but we already do have a chief medical dwarf actually. Do we? We don't have another hospital, I don't think. We do actually. Where? Somewhere. No, that's with the library. In here, we already have the hospital, so never mind. Never mind. Can we remove the retire location? Okay. And then remove the area. And we'll use the F hack. Is it in here somewhere? Must remove to remove the furniture from here. And I guess we will see some soap getting moved into here. We already did see a little bit. Do we have any other good doctors? No, not really. And even our chief medical dwarf is not specifically the best doctor. I think it's only a novice actually. Now, what did I need mechanisms for? The bolt throwers. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, just use the closest material. We would need more chains. So let's order up some iron chains. Iron chains. That's how you pronounce it. If you didn't know that. Do we have more lead and blocks for our walls? Actually, give me just a second. Yep. Reinforced, not regular, but reinforced walls, please. Can we do a long section like that? I believe it's using 2 blocks per one wall, so we have to make it one shorter and one lead bar. I guess we already had a traction bench in here. I suppose we might as well put the other one in at the foot of this bed, maybe. Or maybe in between the other beds. Furniture and the traction bench used closest. Autumn has come. First of limestone, early autumn. That is okay. We have a llama, we have a cow, and some sheep, and a horsey, and a water buffalo cow as well. Where were you guys? Not per. We have our underground entrance with some ammunition stored underneath our tower. And actually now, you, my guy... What? Schedule. Like this. Your name is Dacost. You should have a water skin now, I believe. Not yet, actually. Equip update. Maybe we don't have... No, we did have enough made. And actually, you're going to find some leather mittens. Leather sandals. And cavefish leather left and right glove. Yeah, I don't think that the leather sandals will offer you much protection. And if actually get... Is that a bug? Is that how it's supposed to be? That you can get so many bolts? And now you have a backpack with muscles, apparently. Okay, and some potato wine, aka... it's not whiskey, is it? From potatoes. It's the other bourbon, maybe? And what's the third one? Whatever the third one is. Or maybe just some moonshine. A hen, at the knife. Let Jack the knife up close. So now, in that, he has a flask, a silver flask with some wine, and backpack with some mussels as the preferred rations. He should be able to fare better without going hungry during the long patrol. Military... I'm not sure if we've already... No, we don't have the chains forged quite yet. Maybe some more soap for our hospital. How many did we get in here? Only 2. That's still something, but we would prefer more. Are we furnacing the furnace, making charcoal? We are. So overall, surprisingly calm, I would say. But I guess it's only been a year since we've come. And maybe we shouldn't go asking for trouble, as apparently I've read a comment. Yeah, it was under one of the episodes. Someone commented that if we get a bad weather and evil weather, then I think what happens then is that every body part gets reanimated. Anything that can be reanimated as an undead on the map is going to be reanimated. Why is there an elephant here? A caravan from Geshut Kurel has arrived. Overall trade sentiments are cautious. So that's a new feature, actually, the trade sentiments. And the update notes said that in time, I think if the traders are not going to be fully satisfied with the trade, it's going to like dwindle, and I suppose maybe they are not going to visit your fortress as often, and maybe they will bring less stuff to trade. Let's see, we have these merchants. And is there a different caravan? Yes, there is, and that's a dwarf. So that's, I believe, not from our parent civilization, but rather from the ones that we have contacted when using our messenger. Doesn't have really any relatives, it seems like. The Fortress of Lions. That's the name of the civilization. A grey langur is fighting our dog. The stray dog bites the grey langur in the right rear foot, tearing the muscle. A sensory nerve has been severed. The stray dog breaks the grip of the langur's teeth on the stray dog's upper body, but then the grey langur scratches the stray dog in his paw. That's a pissed off monkey. And it seems like our doggo was wounded, unfortunately. Maybe I shouldn't have him, because we have the traps in here. But it's like for scouting. It scampered away, and the langur actually tripped one of the traps, but seems like it's way too fast. And do you not see the langur from where you are? Unfortunately not, so I guess it's not the best way to patrol. Or maybe it just scampered away, although I don't think he was shooting at it at all. Doesn't have a combat log. So what we will want to do eventually is have him walk upon these walls. And actually to that effect, I guess we should put some doors in here and here. And have fortifications going around. I guess we can make this fairly quickly. Maybe it would be better to do some iron grates in here, like or rather vertical bars. But I guess that's not very necessary. And I guess these can be not walls actually. It's rather fortifications. Yeah, we don't have that many blocks, unfortunately. Do we have anyone skilled? Technically have Zom, the stone cutter. We can make him work more, proficient stone cutter, but I guess maybe the basalt block cutting doesn't use any skill. Caravan from Kivish Elon has arrived. Trade relations remain strengthened by recent negotiations. Overall trade sentiments are fantastic, but they have bypassed our inaccessible site, and I think this might be because of these pressure plates. So unfortunately, we will have to remove them. There is an iron bolt on the floor here and here, so I guess our patrolling dwarf was actually shooting at the langur. I guess I maybe should have scrolled the langur's combat log higher and take a look there, but it's a bit too late now, I think. There are a few of them, so I'm not going to go through each. Yeah, let's see if removing this will work, and I guess we want to trade for some stuff. Buy value. Ammo bin, I guess. Finished goods. The scrolls, we already have a gem bin, I guess. We can sell the iron ballista arrows and make some new ones. A cheese barrel, apparently they really like cheese. Some more iron ballista arrows. These are, they actually aren't loaded. Now, is that a third caravan? Yeah, we are getting interrupted by the langers. Are you doing some fighting here with langers, maybe? No? Those are my guys, right? Nice cotton cape. Yeah, not sure. Maybe there's a langer somewhere in here and they are running away from it. That's certainly a possibility. Okay, one was already dispatched by the dog, probably. Yeah. Bit the langer in the head a few times. I'm guessing the langer was put in the ground first. Well, not in the literal sense, as in it fell to the ground, so then the dog had an easier way of biting its head. I guess the dog doesn't really learn any skills. So is it okay now for you guys to get back into the fortress? The dog is much more brave than you are, apparently. You're waiting for some more items. Someone is stranded here for some reason. Do we need to build a bridge? We might. How did you get there? Are you a new arrival or something? Not sure how this could have happened. I guess we can. Well, let's just build a wooden bridge, actually. Liaison from the mountain homes. Let's. I would like more leather. I guess we will pay the extra. Yeah, 200%. And they. Excuse me. They have a need for powder. Well, maybe you should have kept that to yourself. Let's trade, yo. Let's see here. What can we offer for the goods? Cheese barrel, the ballista arrows for some good money. Let's see what you have in return. We could get some more glass for the display cases, actually. I guess a cheap water flask and cheap water skin are nice. More instruments would be nice. I wonder if this is handheld. I think it is. So there are some that you have to actually like install, like a piano or something. A little bit of wine. Do we want... Well, it's so cheap that I guess I will take the breastplate as well. And some cheap shields. Well, actually, maybe let's take the ones that are a little better. We have, of course, iron. We can make the stuff ourselves. But what we don't have is a lot of time and a lot of dwarves. Plump helmet spawns, yes please. Cave wheat, oh, yes please. More plump helmet spawns and rock nuts. And we will leave these bins for now. Beans, they are beans. I guess we can... Well, no, we have plenty of the iron bolts, so I guess we don't need those. Maybe we'll take some cheese. And some thread and yarn. Even cave spider silk thread. Some cheap backpacks as well. And some copper chain leggings. a fairly cheap quiver. That's a lot of well, we won't be able to sell the bolts actually, most likely. I mean the ballista ones, because they are way too heavy for them. That's going to be a problem, I suppose. Yeah, they are way too heavy to be able to be sold. Is that how you say that? Well, whatever. I wonder if we are even going to have enough now. Do we have like some cheap crafts? Like if you go microline. Anything else? All of the shell stuff. Let's just type in shell, because they are, I think, just repeated indefinitely, so that we have something, because there is nothing else to do with the shells. We have some bucklers, yeah, not that much to offer actually. So we're gonna have to, and I didn't even get the leather still, which is something that I will want to get. The seeds we definitely want. I guess we can forgo the shields as well. And I would like as much leather as possible. At least they have some cheap leather. And I guess that's going to be... I guess the gloves as well. That's going to be okay. And now we don't have a lot to offer to the other trader, I guess. Move goods. That's the menu that I am looking for. What might we have here that we can offer? Well, let's maybe start with the more valuable ones. Oaken blocks, don't think so. They are most likely very heavy as well. Yeah, I guess there won't be anything. A very valuable oaken bucket, a masterwork, I suppose. Do we have a lot of something that we could offer them? Unlikely, because I guess they would be in the bins, the things that we have a lot of. I guess we have some furniture. Well, I guess we'll buy as much as we can. That's the other trader. And shouldn't there be one with a wagon? No ammunition for the ballista because it's all in here. Could we actually get some more display cases ordered? 5. I'm not sure if you have all the required ingredients or whatever you'd call it. Like this, move trade goods, and let's get some of the ballista arrows out of here. You are with child. We maybe prioritize this, please. Someone take the job as soon as possible. Or actually, maybe the caravan is on the other side of the river and they have no way to cross it. Yes, oaken blocks, please. Not sure. I'm not sure if they are actually on the map, if your depot is inaccessible. Yeah, we now have a lot more traders here. But do they have anything that might interest us? And do we have some silver short swords I have and some other crap that we could offer them? Or some ballista arrows if we take back something that's fairly heavy. Like the nickel cage. You can have your nickel cage back. And actually, I guess we can get... well, that doesn't really work with the prices. Because we can take something heavy off their hands and offer them something heavy in return, but our heavy thing would have to be worth more for this trade to make sense. Maybe we'll just take some cloth off your hands and some cheese. Let's see. Cloth. Do you have any cheap? Not that cheap. No. Fort goods. I don't want to sell them the rough amethysts. I guess we can get rid of some of this stuff. And the swords as well. One more. I guess the bucklers and the crutches. And that's going to be it. Wait, what? Excess weight. We need to take something of them. How about now? Yep. And there's still the third one. Is it this one? I guess it is. But now we don't have much in the way, much left to offer them. Or is it... Do we already trade with you? I don't think so. Leather. Do you have any very cheap leather? You have some indeed. Only 120 worth, so we might be able to give you some buckets, for example. Some very nicely crafted buckets and like 2 shields. And you are okay with this trade. So now I think we have traded with everyone a little bit at least. Let's please prioritize it. Well, someone is already on it. I wonder how long was this miner with a child stranded there? Maybe since the caravan arrived. Do we have some more blocks to the fortifications this side? Not many, but still enough. We can get a new route called Wall Patrol. And go like this and this. And here and all the way around, I suppose. And then here and here. And I guess we could have some more doors to pass through here, or like stairs actually to go. Yeah. Schedule. We shall go for the wall patrol with you. Now I guess let's change it to wall patrol, and I suppose I have to copy it over. Now it's all wall patrol. That's nice. And what we would like to do is build some stairs here, and they can be built out of wood. Another set in here. Nothing to see there in the announcements. From the butchery. No animals were harmed in making of this video. Only some imaginative ones. Why are they still sleeping all over the ground instead of going to one of our nice dormitories? Why, oh why? Wonder if it's a bug or if I'm doing something wrong. The hammer dwarf bashes the grey langur in the head with a steel warhammer, bruising the muscle, jamming the skull through the brain and tearing the brain. Well, I guess that did it. Although it's actually close to the cursed lake. So hopefully we need to make windows first. And that we can do here. Window. I'm not sure which kind of glass do we have actually, so let's maybe order it like this. And like this. Because otherwise, if you do it as a work order, I don't believe it would be cancelled. And it would just be repeatedly queuing it up and then cancelling it because of once we run out of the resources. Loading stone trap. One of the langurs must have spinning microline, misses it, so they are triggering these stonefall traps, I suppose. The bridge has been built. We might actually want to have a lever. Why are you sleeping on the wall? My dude, there's literally there's a dormitory up here. Am I doing something wrong with these dormitories? Or is it just bugged? Still the grey langurs fight. I guess another one was put down. Mostly by the traders, I think. Where's our dude? Are you patrolling now or no? Dacost. Picking up equipment. I guess he was fighting the langurs actually. Now he's missing a bunch of his bolts, and we take a look here. Adequate marksdorf, probably a novice archer. I'm not sure if he had this one before, or maybe like their 0th level doubling or something. We need to cut down these trees, or else they block the path, the branches, and the leaves here. And he has to go all the way around, going down actually. Getting hit by the stone traps, it seems like. Creator off. Good. I guess must have been the wooden bucket that we have displayed right here on a display case. Can we now order display requires window? Apparently we were not able to get windows. Maybe we are missing some other ingredient. It's been a long patrol. I don't feel agitated. Actually, we can see flying bolt strikes the grey langur in the head, and the injured part is cloven asunder. That's quite a good shot, apparently. Oh, where are you again? What was your name again? What the heck? Militia commander? Yeah, that's you. Dacost. What you doing, buddy? Sleeping now? Going to take a nap in the dormitory. So it is working. What we could do is go to the ammunition and cycle this because there are some loose bolts that's been fired, and once they are fired, they are automatically locked so that someone doesn't go and try to pick them up while a siege, for example, is going on. Are we still chopping the blocks? We are. What are you doing, Zom? You are actually doing the blocks. Maybe we just need another stonecrafter, but we don't have that many people in our fortress. So now that's been dealt with, but there are more trees blocking our path, so let's just cut them all down. Now you should be able to use the stairs to go around. Let's see. Yep, that's working as intended, so that's nice. Basically going all around the outer perimeter. No, there is a lead floor, apparently. I wonder, maybe the pathfinding wasn't updated yet? Yeah, because it kinda, well, it's not exact, but I think it should still work. I guess I could tidy it up a bit, but I would have to pretty much redo it. Here. Well, yeah, let's just redo it from scratch. Here, then here, and like this. There's a tree in here still. I guess we can still... And there is no way over that way, so that might have been why. Up to here, and then like upstairs, downstairs, and back to where you start. And we have to put some floor in here over the back gate, but first we have to get rid of the tree. 50 charcoal was made. And actually, I believe we have built a lever here. I could do some more of these pressure plates in here, I guess. I'm not sure if it's quite necessary. The tree has been cut down, so we can put down a floor, and I suppose it's going to be made out of basil, some spices. Get some spice in your life. I guess these are slightly lower priority since we have the river here. Let's see if we have enough to build more of these. Suppose we have, at least for a small part. And then some more. And I guess these walls from these buildings that we've built as well. We could build like another one further back. And I think we're just going to replace these. And some more in here, right? A reinforced wall. And up to here. Out of we don't have enough. We have enough for like 2, I guess. We have the lead, but we don't have enough blocks. So work faster, my dude. Actually, he doesn't seem to be very happy. Zom. Zom, 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 zom. Yeah, he's very pissed off for some reason. Eat a good meal. Disdains hard work. That might be why. I guess we are not going to push you. And we can order some lavish meals maybe here. In the kitchen, not sure if we have a skilled cook. We don't, so maybe let's get some fire meals as well. Merchants leaving soon. A llama has grown up. Well, let's make sure. Yeah, everything that's supposed to be at a pasture is. Maybe no. Apparently the langur is not butcherable, maybe because it's a mangled corpse, not sure. Maybe there's not enough left to butcher there. Basil blocks, lead bars, yes please. And we have our vertical lead bars, our small bars, a little gate here, embarked. Okay, so the traders are starting to leave us, which is okay. And we have our dude not patrolling quite as we would like him to for some reason, but maybe it's because I think the pathfinding requires at least a little bit of time to update, and it looks like he's still like perceiving this as blocked, even though there is a floor here. Needs access. There isn't access here? Why is that? There's something strange going on here. Let's maybe deconstruct this and build it again. Our battle axes are finished. Now you're still missing a shield, I guess because it has to be a metal shield for you. We can change it to any kind of shield. And we are still missing some mittens or gloves or gauntlets, but that's fine. No, not like this. I guess we could build the walls from 2 lead bars and 1 basil block. But let's keep it as we had it already. And we have 2 new migrants, a fishery worker and a gem cutter, which actually reminds me that we have some raw gems to cut. High Master. That's very nice. And a novice sword dwarf, actually. I guess we will put you into this squad and you will join the militia. And let's have you cutting some gems and crafting finished goods with said gems. And I suppose we can order some more rock crafts. Or maybe even some out of silver. We have only, well, we have 41 silver bars, so why not do that actually? Silver crafts, and let's make like 30. Needs gem cut, excuse me? And for encrusting, okay. Elitist, are you a better gem crafter than the other one? The new arrival? Or is this the new arrival already? Legendary, okay, never mind. I guess we have no more gems to cut. Yeah. Apparently he's working very fast, which shouldn't be surprising considering it's a legendary gem cutter. I guess let's dig some more holes. Maybe we'll discover some more gems. We could use the F hack to have like the whole floor basically like automatically make a pattern for like discovery mining or whatever you call it. Mine? No. Dig? It's dig. Dig exploratory, I think. Designate dig patterns for exploratory mining, and there are some different patterns like ladder, I think, pattern that you can choose. And some diagonals, some different ones that like maximize the possibility to find ore veins while minimizing the work that has to be done. Actually, let's order some iron, not mittens. I know there's gauntlets, but is there a different kind? I guess it's only the gauntlets. So let's order some iron gauntlets, and they are forged in pairs already. Let's have 3 pairs prepared. Equip. Update. I guess we need another weapon for you, and I believe you wanted a sword. So let's order a weapon, iron, sword, and make it a priority. High boots have been finished. So yeah, overall, the wall is shaping up nicely. We'll need to also add more fortifications, and now, yeah, this has been fixed. So something odd was going on here because there was a branch here previously, and once we cut the tree down, it said that there's a lead floor in there for some reason. I guess it's a bug probably. Some edge case, some weird edge case with the reinforced walls. Yeah, I guess we will finish the episode here. We've done quite a bit of work, and this part a few longer. So we've set our messengers on some diplomatic missions, which is completely new features, and now the traders are actually leaving us. We are digging some more rocks, and everything is, for now, going fine. But hopefully, because we are in the lake part is an evil environment, and actually Carpenter withdraws from society. So in the next episode, we shall see what's the problem here. Probably the cloth. Do you have some gems? And the cut gems, apparently. Okay, so we'll have to deal with that next episode. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.